Steam Machine purchase emails started going out today, but the launch is already getting messy. What's going on, everybody? It's Ed Saavedra. So, Valve started sending out the first Steam Machine purchase emails. That part is the good news, but launch week also brought a few problems that nobody was expecting. dbrand canceled the companion cube accessory. Valve has quietly changed the Steam Machine's 4K wording, and one Steam controller detail makes the official Steam Machine a lot more interesting than a DIY box. So today, I'm going to walk you through the email situation, the dbrand cancellation, the 4K change, and the small spec detail that makes the official hardware way more compelling than the spec sheet alone would suggest. First, the purchase emails. So Valve's reservation system is not a normal pre-order where everyone checks out at the same time. If you got into the queue, Valve said that the first batch of purchase emails would start Monday, June 29. Those emails are now going out, but that does not mean that everyone in the queue gets to buy one today. So emails go out as units become available, and once you get that purchase link, you have 72 hours to actually buy it. You miss that window and then your spot expires. So if you signed up, check your email and let me know in the comments if you got that purchase email today. But don't panic if you do not see one yet. This is a slow rolling queue, not a clean launch day. Now, the weirdest part here of the week is that dbrand companion cube situation. So, dbrand had a Portal style companion cube skin for the Steam Machine, and honestly, I get why people wanted it, right? So, the Steam Machine is literally a little cube. Portal is Valve. The idea fits perfectly, but apparently dbrand made it without getting a license from Valve. And yeah, so that is a problem right there. So, Valve contacted them, dbrand pulled it off, and people who pre-order are getting basically a refund. Now, the weird part is not that Valve is stepping in, it's their IP, right? So the weird part here is that dbrand got that far without permission in the first place. So it is a bummer because it was actually one of the cooler accessory ideas around the Steam Machine. But if you are making a companion cube product, you probably need Valve's blessing before you start taking orders, right? So, real quick, guys, if you like these kind of Steam Machine and SteamOS breakdowns, please do me a favor and hit subscribe. Now, in a second, I want to get to the email spec detail that I think actually justifies buying the official hardware over building your own SteamOS box. So stick around for that. The more serious story of this week is the 4K wording. So, when the Steam Machine was first announced, the messaging around 4K 60 with FSR got a lot of attention. Honestly, I always thought that that was going to be a problem, right? So, not because the Steam Machine cannot play games on a 4K TV, that part is fine. The issue is what casual buyers hear when you say 4K 60. They hear, that this box runs every game at 4K 60, and that is a heavy promise to make. Now, Valve's wording has shifted to up to 4K gaming with FSR 4.1. It's a little bit less exciting, but it's way more honest. And because this thing is not magic, it is basically a compact living room PC. Some games will run great, others will need FSR, and a few modern AAA titles are not going to hit a clean 4K 60 without serious upscaling or frame generation. That does not make the Steam Machine bad, it just means that the marketing has to be more clear. And I would rather Valve clean that up now than have people buy it and expect some impossible tiny cube miracle. Now here's the part that actually makes me like the official Steam Machine more than I expected. So the Steam controller receiver is built right into the Steam Machine. So if you are using Valve's new Steam controller with it, you don't need that separate puck that you would normally need on a regular PC. And that built-in receiver supports up to 4 Steam controllers. That sounds like a small thing, but for the living room, it is exactly the kind of small detail that matters a lot. No extra dongle off the back, no separate accessory to set it up, no 4 pucks for the couch co-op. That is where the DIY argument falls apart a little bit. So yeah, you can basically build your own SteamOS box, and you might even build something more powerful for the same money. But the official Steam Machine is not just selling specs, it is selling the console-like experience. Small box designed for the TV, SteamOS ready to go, controller receiver built in, multi-controller support out of the box. That is the pitch here. So if all you care about is performance per dollar, the Steam Machine is a hard sell. But if you want a clean SteamOS living room box that feels like a console instead of a project, the official hardware pretty much starts to make a lot more sense here. It's not cheap, but it's way more understandable. So should you buy one? So here's where I land on this, guys. The price still hurts a lot, right? I do not want to pretend that $1,000 is normal for an entry model just because the component market is ugly, right? But this is not a simple never buy it situation either. If you already wanted the official SteamOS living room experience and you were waiting for the price to drop soon, I would be careful on that right there. So Steam Deck pricing just went up, Xbox pricing just went up, memory and storage are still a mess. We aren't in a hardware market where waiting automatically gets you a cheaper price. That is uncomfortable, but that is where we are at the current times. There are mini PCs, DIY builds, Windows boxes, and handhelds that you can dock. None of those are quite the same as a purpose-built SteamOS console-style PC from Valve. And then there is the software side of things. The Steam Deck got way better over time because Valve kept pushing updates. And I expect the same here for the Steam Machine to basically follow that same pattern. Not perfect on day one, not magic overnight, but steadily better as SteamOS, drivers, FSR support, and game profiles keep improving. So my take on it is pretty simple. Do not buy this just because the emails are going out, right? And do not buy it because you are scared of missing out. But if you already know you want the official Steam Machine, this launch window might be the cleanest price that you see for a while. And if you are a DIY person, this is honestly good news for you too. So every Steam Machine that ships pushes SteamOS deeper into the living room. That might be the bigger win right here. So that is basically what I am watching this week, right? Emails going out, companion cube gone, 4K wording more careful, and the built-in controller receiver as that small spec detail that reminds me that this is not just a random mini PC. It's expensive, it's messy, but it's still interesting. If you got that purchase email, are you buying it? Are you waiting it out? Or are you letting your reservation expire? Drop a comment and let me know, guys. If you like these kinds of Steam Machine and SteamOS updates, do me a favor and hit subscribe. I will keep covering the rollout, the early reviews, and what comes next. Now, for more gaming hardware news and updates, check out savage.com. I'm Esavedra. Thanks for hanging out, and I will catch you all in the next one.